Hi everyone, this is Micaela from Smiling Buddha Yoga Studio here on Bonaire. Right now I've just been given news that I have to close the studio. So we're moving into a virtual studio, online platform. We're going to be posting classes from different teachers that are going to be anywhere between 45, maybe 60-minute classes that are going to be donation-based. So we're going to be setting that up in the next couple of days. Right now on the island, everything is closed off pretty much. I'm feeling really isolated, but also really connected at the same time, in the sense that everybody around the world right now is going through the same thing that I'm going through. And of course we all have our individual problems that arise from this pandemic, but we have a lot of similar fears going on right now as a collective group in the world. So I see these fears as a way to really connect, an opportunity to really see one another where we're at and in a very vulnerable state as we are right now. So I'm going to guide you through meditation. This meditation is perfect for everyone, also for those who are feeling just anxious and feel like they can't express that because people keep telling them to calm down and it's going to be all right. So we're going to be working through some really dark emotions that might come up. We're going to get really sensitive into our body. I really do believe that accepting what is and accepting what we're feeling at the present moment is incredibly transformational for us and for our community as well. When we're really able to sit in stillness with what's going on and acknowledge these emotions, and that's all emotions want, is just to be seen, to be felt in the physical body, and then they pass. If we don't do that, then they get stuck in the body, and then it just keeps on building and building, and over a period of time we can get chronic illness or chronic disease in the body. Feeling what's going on in your body helps clarify the body. It helps heal the body, and it completely can change our perception and our mindset and what we perceive as threats and not as threats. So if you'd like to join me, get set up. If you've never meditated before, I would actually encourage you to lie down, get comfortable. If you tend to sleep when you lie down, then don't lie down. Sit up in a comfortable position. You can even sit in a chair or sit in a way that you're going to be able to keep your back straight. You can even sit up, propped up against a wall if you would like, and lean into it. Also, you're probably watching this from your phone. I would say use headphones so that you can clearly hear me. You don't need to look at me once we start the meditation, so you can even turn your phone down so you're not going to be bothered by notifications or looking down at the screen. And also find a place where you're not going to be disturbed by anyone. Alright, so you can start in a comfortable seated position, or you're comfortable lying down here. And just take a moment, move around, make sure that you are going to be able to stay in this position for the next 10 or 15 minutes. So you're not going to be tempted to move at all. And then once you are resting into your position, you can just start to close the eyes. And just letting yourself start to move into your internal body. So you're letting gravity pull the body down. If you're lying down, the whole back of the body is resting, and the front of the body is releasing into the back of the body. If you're sitting up, your lower body is releasing towards the earth. And then the upper body, the spine, is nice and long, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. And as you get sensitive to your physical body at first, you can notice anything that's grabbing your attention right now. Any part of the body that wants to be seen or felt, something that could be bothering you. You could have a pain. So you're starting to scan the body. So you're starting to scan the body. Can you release the muscles of the face, the eyeballs, the eyebrows, the skin of the forehead, and the inner cheeks, the jaw, even the ears. And so you're coming into stillness, letting the body really rest in that stillness and knowing right now you're completely safe, whatever the future holds right now in this moment. You're fully supported by the ground beneath you. And you're taking the time to listen to the body and really heal and reorganize the body. And then start to notice your breath. And start to notice in your body where you feel your inhales and where you feel your exhales. Every time that you inhale, you're finding space into the body. And every time you exhale, there's this sweet contraction of your body hugging into itself. And you're following the waves of your breath in and out of the body. And as you rest here, you might notice the breath has gotten a bit deeper because the body has become still. And also the mind has started to slow down. For most of us, we're feeling quite threatened right now by the events in the world. And so the body always responds to a threat. And it usually responds in contraction, so we're activating the sympathetic nervous system and we're getting ready for that flight or fight response. And so you might notice, especially in the past couple days or weeks, that the body has gotten really tight, maybe even a bit sore from that tension and carrying it around. And there's no judgment from this tension. There's no judgment when you acknowledge this tension in the body. You are just witnessing it, and you're validating it. It is okay for the body to respond this way. It's understandable. It is reacting this way to protect you for your survival. as we sit here, you might also start to have some thoughts bubble up about the state of affairs in your life, about your own future, and the future of your loved ones, your community, and even your country. So I want you to actually go there, welcome it. Whatever thoughts are coming up, you can have them. Whatever fears are coming up, you don't have to push it down. You don't have to force yourself to feel a certain way. Right now, in this meditation, no one's looking at you. Nobody's depending on you. You're letting go of control, and you're letting it come up. So there could be some bitterness. There could be some resentment. There might even be some relief for some of us, and then also some shame mixed in there, and guilt. There's probably not just one feeling. You're probably all over the place, and you probably feel quite pulled in every direction right now. Everything is changing hour by hour, but you always have the opportunity to sit in stillness, to go inwards, to feel what's coming up. And knowing that when you do this, when you validate your own emotions, you're doing it for the good of your health and also for the good of your community and of your environment that you find yourself in. So when we push these emotions away or pretend they're not there, they go into our subconscious, and then that's when they start to control us, and we start to behave in ways that we never thought we would. And as these emotions and these fears come up, know that every single fear is valid. The fears about your job and the economy are just as valid as the fears about the health of yourself and of everyone in the world. So you're giving yourself permission to panic, and however that comes up for you, everybody reacts differently to the same situation. Giving your body permission to relax, giving your body permission to panic. And knowing that these feelings cannot hurt you. And there's nowhere to go in this moment. There's nothing to fix or to do. It's all about feeling right now and the power that that holds. And again, you might feel some resistance to these emotions. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to handle these feelings. So the self-validation helps you find wisdom in times like these that can be very intense. It gives you ease into the body and into the mind, so you're not carrying around so much with you, and you're not denying these things, these feelings that you have. And it's even okay to not understand where these feelings are coming from. You don't have to understand. All you have to do right now is feel. And just know that it's completely human to feel this way. Whatever experience you're having right now, you're allowed to have. A sense of grief, of loss, no matter what it's about, you can feel that. That's yours to feel. And there's no wrong way to feel. There's no wrong way to feel about a certain situation. There's no judgment. You're being friendly with these emotions. And letting go of any resistance to what you're feeling. You're not overreacting. You're also not underreacting. And just letting yourself feel, letting your heart feel. You can trust yourself, letting these emotions be felt, letting them be seen, and letting them pass, all with compassion, and accepting what is right now helps you prepare for the future. And right now we don't have any control of what's going to happen. And so you're preparing yourself to move into those challenges, into those changes. and being able to move ahead with a clear mind, more centered mind. And as you start to validate your own experience, you start to extend that compassion to others around you. So even though they may react and behave in different ways that you would, you're able to extend that kindness and knowing that they're doing their best to survive. They're having their own unique experience, and they're allowed to feel the way that they're feeling in the same way that you're allowed to feel whatever comes up for you. So you can take a deep inhale through the nose, and then exhale, let it out through the mouth. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. So knowing that you can always come back into stillness to check in with yourself, how you're doing. And doing this a couple times a day, you can even come back to this meditation if you found it really helpful. And again, letting yourself feel, trusting yourself to handle it. And knowing that whatever comes up is allowed to come up and there's no judgment. And you can stay if you'd like for a little bit longer. I'm going to leave you now. Thank you all for joining me and sharing in this experience. And from all of us at Smiling Buddha, we wish you health and safety and happiness.